The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, we update you on the efforts to locate the jet that crashed near Mount Rainier earlier this week. Naval officials say the search is now over for the jet, but the 2 crew members have yet to be found. We'll get you up to speed. Plus, Yakima City Council passing an ordinance that makes having a shopping cart on streets and in parks a finable offense for both the user and the business that owns the cart, and the city would take that cart. We'll talk about the ordinance passed almost unanimously. And 6 new houses are going up in Sunnyside, part of a Habitat for Humanity project that's partnering with the local school and charities. The first one is set to be done next spring, and the nonprofit is accepting applications for it. We'll have that story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, kind of a similar story that we saw from yesterday to today. Seems like things have been pretty copy and paste the last few days.
Well, I would say that yesterday was turbulent for some, especially in northern parts of Franklin County and into Adams County. We did see some very heavy rain showers. Today is going to be a similar story. Not to say that rain showers will pass through those locations specifically, but there is going to be that chance of some spotty showers in the forecast area. Temperatures today are going to be much cooler than we even saw yesterday, and there is going to be a fair mixture of clouds and sunshine. As we wake up this morning in Yakima, we are not seeing any precipitation. It's a rather chilly morning, though. Check this out, down to 37 degrees. Maybe some light precipitation out there, but again, nothing too concerning. Looking at our weather headlines today, we are going to see cool high temperatures on this Thursday. We're also going to see equally cool temperatures on Friday. Temperatures are going to be very cold overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, with most of us seeing lows down to around freezing. But the good news is temperatures do moderate for the weekend. I'll break down your entire forecast coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima County. The search is now over for that Navy jet that crashed near Mount Rainier Tuesday afternoon, but the search is still on for the 2 crew members on board. Leaders with Naval Air Station Whidbey Island say the EA-18G Growler went down during a training exercise just before 3:30 Tuesday afternoon. A search team spotted the wreckage around 12:30 yesterday, but there's no word on the status of the 2 crew members. The jet is part of Whidbey's Electric Attack Squadron 130, known as the Zappers. The squadron had recently completed a combat deployment on the aircraft carrier USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. Authorities in Walla Walla are searching for an arsonist, and they're offering a reward to help find them. These fires have primarily occurred in junkyards and storage yards on the northwest end of Walla Walla over the past few months. The Walla Walla Fire and Police Departments are offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to the conviction of those responsible. If you have any information about these fires, contact non-emergency dispatch. And if you're caught using a shopping cart in certain parts of Yakima, you could face a hefty fine, with the store or business that owns the cart also facing a bigger fine. On Tuesday, council members passed an ordinance to make it a finable offense for using shopping carts on streets, paths, and in parks. The fine would be $50. The city would seize the carts and impound them. The owners would then have 14 days to retrieve their carts, but would have to pay a fee of $115 to get them back. This ordinance passed 6-1.
I just hate to see businesses be penalized for being victims of theft. I can't believe that.
Council members will be discussing an amendment to the ordinance about the $115 owner fee at a later date. And in some election coverage, KIMA hosted a debate yesterday between LaDon Lindy and Elpidia Savdra, the candidates for the County Commissioner District 3 position. At points, it did get a little heated in the room, but they did agree on some issues, such as the situation with County Coroner Jim Curtis.
You know, we can't hire or fire him. That's, as Ms. Vader said, that's the realm of the voters. They're the ones that hire and fire their elected leaders.
If the residents begin the process and they get the necessary signatures, I believe they can recall the coroner. And yeah, I would support it.
Other topics discussed included funding for first responders and the attorney shortage in Yakima County.
rather than running toward danger, we're running away from it. But our law enforcement and our emergency service providers, they are running toward danger. And I want to make sure that they are being heard, they're being listened to. I have a history of supporting law enforcement. The people in my city understand and they know. When I ran for city council, there were only 4 police officers. We have a full police force now. And we have made changes in order to ensure that we are being able to retain them.
What we've done in Yakima County is we've actually worked twice to increase that rate of pay to attract attorneys and to retain the attorneys that we have. We also put in a hiring bonus and a retention bonus. So these are some of the things that we've done. We've also put in place an internship program so that people that are currently law students have the opportunity to practice, take some time over the summer to work with our lawyers here at Yakima County with the hope that they'll get comfortable with it and want to come here once they've graduated from law school.
Now you can watch that full debate up on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/KIMA Action News. And the city of Sunnyside held a meet and greet yesterday with Derek Broughton, the new Community and Economic Development Director. During the event, Broughton outlined his vision for the future, including the Munson Project, which could add over 500 new residential units and mixed-use commercial spaces to the city. He emphasized the importance of building a coalition of local organizations to address community needs, including housing and code enforcement. Broughton says he's committed to fostering collaboration and ensuring Sunnyside's growth with a focus on bringing more housing and economic opportunities to the area. Amazon and Energy Northwest are teaming up to develop nuclear technology to reduce carbon emissions. In a release, the two companies shared that Amazon will fund the initial feasibility phase of the project with plans to build several small modular reactors in Benton County, also known as SMRs.
As we look forward and make efforts to decarbonize the electric system in the Northwest, we are projecting and expecting a significant development of renewable energy and energy storage in the region.
Now, once the project is complete, part of the agreement states Amazon will be able to buy electricity generated from the first small modular reactor. Construction is underway on 6 new homes as part of Yakima Valley Partners Habitat for Humanity's project in Sunnyside's Lynn Street neighborhood. The project is a partnership with Perry Technical Institute and Catholic Charities. Habitat for Humanity bought 6 lots from Catholic Charities to provide affordable housing for low-income first-time homebuyers. Perry Tech President Jason Lamquiz says students not only gain hands-on skills, but also take pride in helping create homes for those in need of affordable housing.
We really like this opportunity because it gives the students, the exposure to the elements. And as we like to say, we train for the real world elements. It's great exposure for our students to know the career tracks they're getting into.
Now, the first home is set to be completed by next May, with Habitat for Humanity accepting applications through January. And with that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan. Jefferson, for anybody breaking ground on new homes or working on putting walls up or what have you, they might have to contend, depending on where you are, with some precipitation or clouds?
Possible precipitation. Now, yesterday it was very spotty in terms of the precipitation, and I would say it's going to be a similar story today. Many folks staying dry, some folks seeing raindrops, but one thing everybody will experience today, cool temperatures. Check this out. The coolest highs of the autumn season so far, mid-50s to low 60s around the inland Northwest. Now we are going to see another cool day tomorrow before temperatures do moderate for the weekend. We will talk about your temperature forecast and rain forecast more coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:08. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, after the rebound from empty streets during the pandemic, the number of crashes and other traffic issues have been on the rise significantly, say officials. On the other side of the break, we catch up with local police about a step they're taking to help curb the issue. But later in the show, the Yakima Red Cross is getting a facelift. Several spaces were updated, and it's going to help them and others continue to help community members. Though it's the same building, leaders say it's fresh, it's new, and it just feels really good. We do have to take a quick break, but stay with us. The show is just getting started this hour, and there's more news and weather on the way.